There's a lot of planning that goes into making a movie. It relies upon cooperation between dozens of different departments, which can mean hundreds of people working together. And despite having a daily call sheet that tells everyone where they need to be and when they need to be there, productions can still go off the rails. So when tension is high, it can be nice to have a team of funny people around to lighten the mood.
Hold on to your boys, cause here comes trouble.
And for a comedian, the best time to crack a joke is when everything's going wrong. Thankfully, these 10 productions had some sneaky jokesters on hand who were waiting to pounce at the right moment.
I'm sorry, I couldn't. Wait, can you yell? You want to yell at me again?
Before we start, can you guess the movie from these emojis? Stay tuned for the answer, and if you like what you see, go have a look at our channel. And once you're there, you can even sign up for notifications so that when we post brand new stuff, you'll be the first to know. Here are 10 bloopers comedy actors did on purpose. Bridesmaids. When Paul Feig's Bridesmaids was unleashed upon the world, many people described it as The Hangover, but with chicks. And while we can sort of understand where that comparison comes from, it couldn't be less accurate. Written by Annie Mumolo and Kristen Wiig, the movie craps all over the notion that women must be ladies. Like, literally craps on it.
No! Look away! Megan, no! Look away! Oh!
So if you watched the scene and thought to yourself, nobody would write this, you're kind of right. The sequence wasn't in the original draft of the movie, but what else would you expect from an entire team of improv heavy hitters?
And hold it there.
And just get her up, man!
Shaun of the Dead. Have you ever heard of the Cornetto trilogy? How about the Blood and Ice Cream trilogy? Well, you might not recognize them by name, but we guarantee you're familiar with at least some of the movies it contains. The World's End, Hot Fuzz, and our personal favorite, Shaun of the Dead.
Over here! Oh, bollocks! Okay, just,
Simon Pegg and Nick Frost are talented on their own, but two heads are better than one, and these performers are made for each other. Under the loose direction of Edgar Wright, Frost and Pegg ad-libbed a lot of their dialogue and cracked each other and the crew up throughout the shoot.
Oh Christ, don't do that.
The blood might have been fake, but the laughter certainly wasn't. Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest. Johnny Depp likes to really get into characters he's playing, and if other people think he's weird because of it, well, that's their problem. Captain Jack Sparrow is one of his most popular roles, and the actor held nothing back.
Every word was a lie.
Pretty much.
And while filming Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest, he kept everyone on their toes. During a scene where Depp dances around with a jar of dirt containing the heart of Davy Jones, take a look at the other people in the scene. The shock and confusion on their faces is genuine.
I got a jar of dirt, I got a jar of dirt, and guess what's inside it?
Since the actor only told director Gore Verbinski that he wanted to improvise the ending, but didn't say how he'd do it.
What'd you do?
Tommy Boy. Before there were amazing comedy duos like Poehler and Fay, Key and Peele, and Stiller and Wilson, there was Chris Farley and David Spade. The two old friends and SNL alumni often shared the screen thanks to their undeniable chemistry.
Richard, I'm so happy. Hold me. Ugh. Don't run away from your feelings!
And while some of their work was panned by critics, fans gobbled it up. Perhaps their best collaboration comes in the form of Tommy Boy, a 1995 comedy goldmine. By that point, the two actors had spent so much time together that they had their own little off-screen rituals, including
That guy in a little coat.
Apparently, that was a routine Farley would do whenever Spade was feeling down, and they decided to throw it into their performance.
Richard, what's happening to us? Kim, that's way too f***ing tight.
There's no telling how many jackets they went through to get the proper take, but it was definitely worth it.
You sure about these guys?
Nope.
Fast and Furious 6. If you were to just quickly glance at Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, your first instinct might be to poop your pants. He's a hulking behemoth who could probably throw a car the length of a football field, so he's probably someone you don't want to mess with. In addition to being physically imposing, the actor has a master's in trash talk from WWE University.
You so. Not today.
So not only could he tear us apart with his muscles, but he could hurt our feelings while he does it. Audience got a peek at Johnson's quick tongue during a scene from the 6th installment in the Fast and Furious franchise with a quip that was so good even Ludacris did a spit take.
Hey, Mia, you better hide your baby oil. I'm just playing.
You better hide that big forehead.
I was just joking.
Effective relief.
Dumb and Dumber. By this point, audiences are well versed in Jim Carrey's comedic stylings. The actor got a start performing at Yuck Yucks in the Comedy Store, so he's comfortable in front of an audience and he can handle hecklers. But his talents don't stop there. He also has a lovely singing voice.
Mock.
Yeah.
Ing.
Yeah.
Bird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To us, it sounds like the most annoying noise in the world, but other improvisers hear comedic gold. Carrey might have been sitting on that gag for a while, but it was a surprise to everyone else on screen, and their reactions are genuine.
She's gonna buy me a diamond ring.
Even though he's been working steadily since, we bet the actor still has some tricks up his sleeve. The Wolf of Wall Street. Martin Scorsese is a cinematic genius, but even he's humble enough to get out of the way and let his actors do their thing, especially when those actors are Leonardo DiCaprio and Matthew McConaughey. Between takes, DiCaprio saw McConaughey doing an odd-looking vocal warm-up where he hummed and beat his chest at the same time. The two performers schemed about including the bit in the scene they were about to shoot.
Come on.
And Scorsese is obviously great at recognizing genius when he sees it, because even though it wasn't in the script, the gag thumped its way into the final cut.
All I ask is a tall ship and a star to sail her by. All aboard, everybody!
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Willy Wonka is an eccentric dude. In case you don't know, the Candy Baron stows himself away in his crazy candy factory, and his daily social interactions are limited to a gaggle of surly Oompa Loompas singing mean songs.
What do you get from a glut of TV? A pain in the neck and an IQ of 3.
When the Golden Ticket winners arrive for their grand tour of the Chocolate Factory, the gates open and Mr. Wonka greets them in a way that only he could. The somersault was a surprise to everyone, except for the man doing it, comedy legend Gene Wilder. He figured that an under-socialized character would probably give an unconventional greeting, and honestly, it's perfect.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Don. People down here are starting to murmur that you don't have the balls to do it. I don't care!
The Other Guys. When you're working alongside someone as hilarious as Will Ferrell, it can be hard to keep your composure. The actor is famous for his improvisational skills, and when he's riffing off the top of his head, his co-stars do their best to keep up.
You tell us everything or I will F you. Do you know what I mean?
So while the constant giggling creates a light mood on set, it also results in a lot of takes for the cutting room floor. While filming a dinner scene, neither Ferrell nor his co-stars Eva Mendes and Mark Wahlberg could hold back their laughter.
I had to go to a specialist to get my hips realigned. Very painful.
The doctor said it was similar to operating on a German Shepherd when they have hip dysplasia.
Professional. I can't do this right now.
Every take resulted in a different response from Ferrell, and each one was funnier than the last.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen. Cannonball!
Anchorman. When a director trusts their cast with the material they're given, they're usually okay with letting them mix it up a bit on set. And when the casting is as brilliant as it was for 2004's Anchorman, you'd have to be a crazy person to assume that the comedians would follow the script 100% of the time. Thankfully for the audience, director Adam McKay understands that the best things come when you're not expecting them. A huge percentage of the movie's final dialogue was the result of improvisation.
It's right my way. I'm so sorry.
And when your cast consists of Will Ferrell, Steve Carell, and Paul Rudd, it's best to just step out of the way and let them do their own thing. What do you think? Did we step over any of your favorite intentional bloopers from comedic actors? We want to hear from you, so join the discussion in the comments below. And if you want to become a member of the ScreenRant Notification Squad, subscribe to our channel and sign up for updates. It's that easy. Thanks for watching.